All right. Hey guys, this is Earl Dixon and the team, Earl Cox. And we're here tonight with an opportunity call called Revive Us Again. Put your seatbelts on, listen to the wonderful information. The gentleman who created this platform, Mrs. Otis Barnett, will be coming on live tonight. Unless he got somebody sitting in for him, because I know he was really tired last week and he's trying to he said 1%, J. Paul Getty, he's trying to use the process. 1% of 100 people's effort is better than 100% of your effort. So we're putting that to work here in our community. So if you're really looking for an opportunity where you can actually come in during a certain time during the day, key in with us online with a community of people that have made a decision that we're taking back control of our finances. We will never allow the government again to be able to shut us down and hold on to our paychecks. We are creating that environment for ourselves financially, and we're going to invite you to be a part of it. So hold on to your seatbelts, we should get started soon, okay?
Pearl of Florida. Thank you, Mr. Earl of the Pearl. Thank you for the call. Please state your name and what state you're calling from, please. Someone has a question. Please state your name and what state you're calling from, please. Hello, Alabama. Come to the call.
Hello, this is Billy in Texas.
Thank you, Mr. Billy, and welcome to the call.
Melvin Holcomb.
Thank you, and welcome to the call. You're welcome. Your name and the state you're calling from, please. Manny Woodcock. Oh, thank you.
Melvin Holcomb.
Oh, thank you.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Thank you, and welcome to the call, Pennsylvania. Louisiana, thank you, and welcome to the call. And name what state you're calling from, please. Louise from Colorado. Thank you, Mr. Louise, and thank you, and welcome to the call. Please state your name and what state you're calling from, please. Linda from Belleville, Illinois. Oh, hello, Miss Illinois. Thank you, and welcome to the call. Thank you. You're welcome.
No, I'm sorry. Melvin Holcomb from Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh, Mr. Holcomb, welcome, and thank you for coming to the call. Cheryl, welcome from Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, thank you, and welcome, and thank you for coming to the call from Atlanta, Georgia. We're glad to have you in the house. Lenora, Connecticut. Hey, Miss Lenora, Miss Brumfield. How are you? Romario Gallimore on the call. Who? Romario Gallimore on the call. Hi, Miss Romario, how are you? Thank you, and welcome to the call.
Donald is on the call.
Thank you, and welcome to the call. Thank you, everyone, for coming to the call. This is a wonderful opportunity. Family, friends, bring everyone to the call, please. It's very important. Looking for a great opportunity. This is the place to. Please state your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yes, Dave Greening from Texas. Good evening.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Greening. Thank you, and welcome to the call.
Hi, this is Beverly in Maine.
Beverly, welcome to the call. On the line, please.
Look at this draw. Look at this draw.
Thank you, and welcome to the call. has the TV on, please mute your phone, please.
That's Moon, Alabama.
Thank you, and welcome to the call. Please mute the line. There's someone that has a phone that's playing in the background. Please, a TV, please. Thank you. Welcome to the call. Please state your name and where you're calling from, please.
Ted Ryder, Brooklyn, New York.
Thank you, Ms. Brown. Thank you so much for coming to the call. Thank you, ma'am. And state your calling from, please. Thank you, Ms. Philadelphia. Thank you. Welcome to the call. You're welcome.
Robert, South Florida.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Thank you, and welcome to the call. Please state your name and what state you're calling from, please.
Buddy Johnson from South Carolina.
Good afternoon, Mr. Buddy. Thank you, and welcome to the call.
Thank you, hon. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. I hope everyone has pad and pencil and ready to find out some great information concerning this program. We're here from Sunday through Friday, and the call is at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Saturdays at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you, and welcome to Horace. Thank you, and welcome to the call.
Thank you.
Well, we have a visionary in the house who will give us more information concerning this great opportunity. And this is a God-given vision. And this program started since 1993. But it's really popular now, and it's really growing, and people are really getting in. So I'd advise you to invite your family, friends, whoever you need to tell, just tell the story. Thank you, and welcome to the call. Please state your name and what state you're calling from, please. Welcome to the call. Please state your name and what state you're calling from, please.
Okay, Ms. Host, we're going to go ahead and close it out, close the call out, and mute it out, and get started.
Without further ado, I present to you Dr. Barnett.
Thank you, darling. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Muted. The recording has started.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for your I really want to express my gratitude to all of you. It proved one thing, that technology is a powerful tool, powerful instrument. If we had this 25 years ago, we would be in every country right now in the world, bar none. But technology is really changed the landscape of things, and people are connecting. It's just a beautiful thing. I get calls frequently asking me when can I open it to some of the other foreign countries. And we'll say, well, be patient. I waited 25 years for this. Now I know we can make a few more days or a few more weeks, and then we all will be very happy going back and forth to your mailboxes, getting your donations out, and that's what we are looking for. I just had a couple of people to make mention to something on me last night, and I want to share it with you. It was very unique. You hear it all the time, but I'm going to give you an antidote to the poison when they come after you. When you approach certain people, they say, well, sounds good. How much money have you made and how well have you done it? Which church you've been in? Well, when you find a person that asks you that question, I can give you a definitive answer. That it's not the person you need to have on your team. I try to get on your team. Because they're already expecting something for nothing. They're already expecting something for nothing. So sometime when I'm in a good spirit, I usually answer that question by, this is my analogy as to how I answer. And the first and foremost, what I've received is personal. I'm not trying to convince you one way or the other to be a part of this community. I'm merely offering you an opportunity of a lifetime. If your vision is that short or nearsighted, then I cannot help you. This is not for you. But I did thought enough to offer it to you. But since you're going to be analytical, I can't help you because this activity we participate in is very simple. And whatever you're pursuing, I hope you do the best. Have a good day, or a good night, or good evening, based on what time, when I confront one of those kind of people. Ladies and gentlemen, the average person do not have your work ethics. The average person do not have your work ethic. The average person do not have the vision that you have. They don't have the spirituality that you have. So how can you take all these pluses and put them a negative side of something and expect to get something out of it? You know, when you subtract a zero from a zero, what do you normally get? Zero. So please do not try to take a zero and convert them into a hero. It's like water and oil. It's that mix. So stay away from that kind of person. If you ever heard of a contagious virus, most of them are very, very, very venom with a very toxic virus. So please don't let your future depend on what they say and how they respond. And last but not least, I usually say, because I thought you was a visionary, I offered this to you also. But then again, since you asked the question the way you did, then we move further. That's just wanted to let you guys know that everything and everybody is not for this program. As a lad growing up, I used to hear this expression from the older people, uncles, dads, granddads, and a lot of other older people saying this expression. Please make a note of this. All money is not good. All monies are not good. So you have to distinguish which is good and which is bad. And when you separate the good from the bad, then you're going to prosper. As simple as that. Now, let's get on with our couple announcements here. Our activity, ladies and gentlemen, our community is called Revive Us Again. Revive Us Again. The term revive means that you're going to change something from what you used to do to something new to make it better. Taking an old subject, an old problem, and resuscitate it and make it better. And that's what we have done with Revive Us Again. Because back in 1992, latter part of 92, this idea was put in my head by God. I fought it for a couple of months, kept coming back. So eventually, about the end of December, just before school was out, I thought about it and I said, well, when I get back to school, we're going to make this thing happen. Don't know how, we're going to make it happen. So I put it before a lot of my graduate students, and as a result of this, we put this thing together and it started mushrooming. And in order for something to work, I've always said I am the biggest baiter of all tests because I want to put myself in harm's way first to see how well I can do with them. And I say to me, if it worked for you, then I can teach it to anybody else who are interested in being successful in whatever endeavor I'm pursuing. But I never ask you to do something that I haven't done myself. I would never do that because I would have no clue as how you went about making it happen, the feeling that you encountered, the anxieties that you encountered, the doubts that you encountered. But by persevering, you were able to make it happen. But I'm short in that thing because that's your personal intuition. But me, I like to make sure I test it first. And a lot of people call me on a daily basis and ask me, will you do something for me? And I ask, what is it? And they normally say, whatever the subject is. If you already know, I don't want to answer. If you haven't heard, I need to give an answer at your earliest convenience. Because they say, Doc, I know if you put your mind to it, it's gonna grow. It's gonna grow. So I really appreciate people having that much confidence in my ability, and it is a testament tonight that growth and that ability is still in sight. Because we got about 180 to 200 people on the call the last time I checked. And this is on a Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen, so it's proven one thing. The theory is there. Some of you all have received donations, and some donations are on hold. And there was a reason for them to be on hold because we had to get control of the activity because of the commercial advertising that was being done, and people were sending donations in a hurry to get in. So we had to make adjustments to get this thing back under control. And once we get it completely under control, then you will be some happy people because you know from then on, you would know exactly what you're supposed to do and not have to ask anybody else. But in a minute, I'm going to give you the formula that was given to me by God 25 years, 8 months, and 28 days ago. And it's still working today. And if it worked today, it worked yesterday, worked 20 years ago, 25 years ago, it'll still work. Because all you have to do is keep it very simple. Keep it very simple. I taught one of the most difficult courses that most people despise, and that was the field of economics. And as a result of that, I always look for students who have a willing and burning desire to get in the field of economics. And as a result of that, forecast, analyze, and predict. That's what we do. And as a result, we were outstanding in our finding of great students coming to the university to be a part of that class and because of that major. So anyway, let me give you guys some disclaimers here. And I'm going to tell you why these disclaimers are so important. Number one, we're not a company. We're not a multi-level marketing company, or agent, or whatever you want to call it. We are not a pyramid. We're not a Ponzi scheme. We don't have any office space. We don't have any telephone numbers. We don't have any of that. Because once you become a member of the community, We teach you how to formulate your own team so you have total control over your team. Again, we teach you how to build a team, and you have total control over your team. If we get 100,000 members, and we are knocking on the door right now of that, if you have 100,000 members, you're all the individuals. You are all individuals. And you all will have your own team. And let me give the benefit of the newcomers, new members, new prospective members, person who's checking a few sides and checking the color. Let me give you the formula right now so you can have a 100% clear vision as to what we do, how we do it, and why we do it. So what I'm going to take all the new people, whether you're a guest or interested in becoming a member, take your paper and turn it not the tall way, but the short way. Turn it sideways, which they call a landscape. And what I want you to do is go down about 3 inches from the top of the landscape page at the top, which is the north. And about 3 inches down, I want you to write a circle. Draw a circle. Draw a circle. And write your name in the circle. This is how you're going to start building your team. But let me pause just for a second and express this to you, then we'll get back to building your team. The first law of order is you cannot be a part of this community unless you get an invitation from someone. Unless you get an invitation from someone. That's number one. Number two, if you accept an invitation, then you do like these 200 and some people that's on this call now. They will come to hear what it's all about. And once they hear what it's all about, they will make a decision as to whether or not they want to be a part of the community. Number three, once you have made that decision, then we ask you to make a one-time out-of-pocket donation. A one-time out-of-pocket donation of $30. One time. Please underscore that statement. One time. One time. Okay? Now, the fourth thing is
wait a minute. One second.
right, so number two, right above, right on top of your circle, number two. Okay, right above two, would you write one? Number two is your sponsor. Number two is your sponsor. And number one is your sponsor's sponsor. Number two is your sponsor. And number one is your sponsor's sponsor. That's the person that you are going to call and ask that person, how do you want to receive the donation of $30 I'm about to give you? Make a note of that. That number one person will be the person that you will donate to every time there is a change. And there will be 5 changes. I'm going to repeat that, and this is recorded, so if you don't hear it, go back to listen to your record. Hit the pause button, the rewind button, the play button until you get this between your ears, and once you do, you're going to be a very happy soul, and I guarantee you, you are going to make a lot of donations. So now you know who that person is going to be, and that's a permanent person that you always donate to. Okay, let's go to number 6. Number 6, we ask each person who come into the community and follow the first 5 activities that procedures that I just gave you. Now we're going to ask you to do what everybody else is doing. Go out and invite some people to the call the way you did. And if they make the decision, then they will be your first line. We call that line family. 3 of them. So under your circle, to your left, draw a circle. Right beneath your circle, draw another circle. To the right of your circle, draw another circle. So now you have 3 circles beneath you. The third circle represents, all 3 of those represent your front line. Those are your family. Some in the old days we used to call those your kids. We're not talking biological, we're talking about whoever you recruit and bring in. Now, once that has been done, your kids have to do, or your family have to do the same thing that you did. They will call you and say, Miss Sponsor, Mr. Sponsor, who is your sponsor? That sponsor will be number 2, which is your sponsor. They're skipping you and going to your sponsor. So at that point, those three people would give their donation to number 2. Every time, no exception to the rule. They're going to give that your sponsor a $30 donation. You're going to give them a $100 donation, a $300 donation, a $1,000 donation, and a $3,000 donation in due time. Same person. Okay? So now when your 3 do due diligence, then those 3 are asked to do identically the same thing that you did. Invite a lot of people to the call, all 3 of them, until they select the 3 that they know going to be who they want them to be to help build their team. Now, once they do that, same procedure that you did and your 3 did. Now you have 9 people under those 3. Circle number 1, you put 3. Circle number 2, you put 3. And circle number 3, you put 3. That's a total of 9. That is your permanent donation line. Those are the permanent donation lines. Those 9 people will always donate to you regardless. They have to donate to you. So now you have your 9 and they're donating to you. Now let's look at the 9-to-1 ratio. Let's look at you give 1 and receive 9 back. In other words, you receive 1, you give 1 and receive 9 back. Not too bad. Just think about it. If you could take $1 every day and give someone $1, in a few minutes, 9 people you don't know, or do know, turn around and give you $1 back. How many times will you be willing to give $1 if you know you're going to get 9 back? It's magnificent, ladies and gentlemen. Just leaving church, and once the offering was taken, the pastor said about a cheerful giver, and by you giving, then you are expect to receive in return. So this is exactly what we do in the Revive Us Again activity. So now you got your 9 people, they can all send you $30. As a result of that, that's going to give you $270. we ask you to do one thing first after you get your first donation, is to take that $30 and put it back to where you got it from. Put the envelope and seal it and put future on it. Put the envelope and seal it for future. Okay, now you're going to receive 8 more donations of $30. That's going to be $240. You're going to keep 140, and you're going to donate to the second cycle, which is the $100 cycle. Once your 9 people who gave you the $30 in donations, they're going to turn around when they get their 270 each. They're going to do the same thing that you did. They're going to put 30 in the pocket, put 140 back in their pocket also, and advance you $100. That's going to be $900 coming your way. $900. So what are you going to do? You're going to keep 6 in your pocket and advance to the third cycle, which is the $300 cycle. When your same 9 people receive their money the way you just received yours, they're going to all come around and put theirs in their pocket, and they're going to send you $300. 9 times 300 is $2,700. And of that $2,700, you're going to put 17 away, advance to the fourth cycle, which is the 1,000. And when your 9 people complete their third cycle, they're going to all send you 1,000 with 1,700 in their pocket. So at this stage, ladies and gentlemen, you have a whopping $9,000. And what are you going to do with that money? You're going to bless it. You're going to put 6,011, in your pocket, and you're going to take the other 3,000, and you're going to go to the fifth and last cycle. So when your same 9 people reach that fourth cycle the way you did, they're going to put 600 in their pocket, and they're going to advance to you $3,000 a piece. That is $27,000, ladies and gentlemen. So now, let's do a little addition here. 27,000, 6,000, 1,700, 600, 140. That comes out to a whopping $35,470. Remember I told you earlier, take that $30 and put an envelope and put the word future on it. Now, you can take that $30 out of that envelope, give it to the same person you gave to before, and recycle again. To get another $35,440. Same people. The only way to get out, the only way these people can lose, if they violate the rules and don't send their donations in a timely manner, and if the person that those donations will be going to notify me or administration that you failed to do that donation, you will be notified, put on notice, and say, if you don't have it done in 72 hours, you are out of the program. We don't tolerate these activities, these donations, because people need these monies better than they did yesterday. We want them to have them. And the next thing is, if you pass away, then somebody in your family tree or family can take over and do the same thing. This was put together this way, ladies and gentlemen, for one specific reason. In my early days of getting into entrepreneur spirits and ships and all, you name it, I watched the trend of how a few people would get together and come up with a bright idea and put that into cyberspace. And back in those days, you didn't have no cell phones. You had your telephone, the regular landlines, and you had your beepers. Wasn't no Skype, wasn't none of this stuff that you know today that didn't exist back there 25 years ago. Okay? So people utilize a paper trail to do what they want to do. And I taught them this paper trail by you taking that same sheet of paper I told you to write yourself, the 2 and the 1, and then right beneath you 3 circles, and right beneath those 3 circles, 3 additional circles, 3, 3, and 3, which is 9. Now, up in the upper left-hand corner of that paper, they ask you to write $30. The second sheet of paper, you do the same thing, same people. You write $100. The third sheet of paper, you write $300. Fourth sheet of paper, you write $1,000. And the fifth sheet of paper, in the upper left-hand corner, you write down what? $3,000. So with all that said and done, now you have all your people in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't re-emphasize this enough. I'm not kicking electronics. I love it. But what I am kicking is this. When you call me and say you don't have a computer, you don't have a phone, you don't have a cell phone, then the only thing I can do for you at this point is to get your sponsor or your sponsor to handle your electronic activities for you. Because if they care enough about you to come in, and I'm hoping they're just not asking you to come in so your debt sponsor can receive $30. I'm hoping that's not the case. But all of you people that's electronically inclined, please help the people who do not have computers, do not know how to use a computer, do not have a cell phone that they can text. You have to help these people, ladies and gentlemen. It's your responsibility. I am one individual, and I'm doing a multiplicity of different things on a daily basis, 6.5 days a week. I need your help in helping your people help themselves. And let me share this with you. Back in the day, back in 1993, when we actually put this thing in full swing, to be exact, it was April of 93, we went to the projects, the public housing, and worked with people who were illiterate, semi-illiterate, and some of them even lower than that. But we worked with them to help them to build their organization by showing them how to put these people on paper and who they supposed to give their donations to. So don't tell me if you take that group of people with as little they had to work with and were able to do what we had just taught you to do, then we worked with them on a daily, weekly, monthly basis until they got what they needed. So if you're bringing someone into this community, it is your responsibility, not mine, but yours, to show them and help them to develop their team. I will give you a little secret. My name is not Atlas, it's Otis. Not Atlas, but Otis. Atlas was crazy enough and thought he was strong enough to carry the world around on his shoulders. His weak limbs gave out and the world flattened him so thin that you never heard from him again. I'm not going to even try it. I'm not trying it. But I can't re-emphasize enough that you are responsible for the person you invite to this community. You are responsible. So if you don't plan on helping that individual to achieve his or her set goal, don't invite them. Just do your thing, and once your donations start to flowing, do them a favor. Go give them a gift every now and then, a donation every now and then. But this is about helping each other. Not saying call Dr. Barnett, not saying call this person, that person, that person. That's what got the program in the mess it is now. Everybody wanting to do everybody else's work. It is your responsibility to do your work and your work alone. So if this is infringing on your toes or your feelings, if you're not willing to do what we ask you to do to help your people to prosper, then this is not for you. Do not take that little person's $30 as a donation, because they can't afford to give you a $30 donation when they can barely buy bread to put on the table or get gas to put in the car. Help them, help them, help them. That is your responsibility. If you do this, the scriptures say God loves a cheerful giver. And I'm going to translate this from giving to helping. Love's a great helper too. When I see somebody need a little assistance, I don't say where I am. If it's nothing but holding the door over for a person who's on a walker or on a wheelchair, or need assistance getting down a set of steps, or what have you. I don't ask them do they need it. I volunteer my services. But since you ask these people to come to you and be a part of your activity or community, help them. Please help them. Help them. Why do you need to help them? Because they need it. You ask them to join, so help them to build. Why is this so important? Let's share this and listen carefully to this analogy. Your 9 has donated to you. Your 3 has donated to your sponsor. To your sponsor. You have donated to your sponsor's sponsor. I repeat this. Listen carefully. This is very, very critical. Your 9 donated to you. Your 3 donated to your sponsor, and you donated to your sponsor's sponsor. Number 1. But until you, your sponsor, and your 3 help those 9 to get their 3, which is 27, that's then if you don't do that, the activity ceases to exist. It stops. It stops. It stops. So that 9 got to get its 3, which is 27. What does 27 have to do? Get 3 each. It's 81. What does 81 have to do? Get 3 each, which is 243. What does 243 need to do? Get 3, 729. That is a complete cycle. But if you're not helping each other to get there, then that means that your donation stops and people start saying it don't work. It don't work because you failed to work. You failed to heed to the calling of saying everybody must get 3 and everybody must pay a donation one time out of pocket of $30. At that point, you would never have a problem. It makes my heart feel good, ladies and gentlemen. These little brothers and sisters call me and say, hey, Doc, I got my 30 person. I congratulate them if they had my hero jackpot. Because if and when the electronic system take over, they have met their first qualification to get their 3. And you heard us say, when the computer is turned on, we're going to be bringing a multitude of people from across the world in. And if you got your 3, that means the computer's going to do the rest of your work for you. They're going to do the rest of your work for you. But all you have to do is write down this formula I gave you. If you don't know how to write it down, there's someone listen to this call. And that is 515-604. 9694, pin number 2987, 26 pounds. And listen to the recording. It would teach you how to take 5 sheets of paper, whether you've got a computer or not. You don't need a computer to do this. Don't let your modern day technology get you in a doldrum that you can't think of be on your own use for anymore. You can be what you want to be just by listening to some simplicity that has worked for almost 26 years. So please do not get bogged down, and I gotta have a computer. Okay, last but least, we have this activity where some people are saying, I need a flyer. I need a flyer. Well, we're not founding on that, but it does take a lot of manpower, ladies and gentlemen. Listen carefully. It takes a lot of manpower to make these flyers. Some of you don't have email addresses or don't have cell phone where you can screenshot and shoot the flyer to people. All kind of little things are issuing coming up that causing this to become a bogged down program, and I'm not going to allow absolutely because it is again your insider and insider's responsibility to help you get what you need. We didn't have any flyers back in 1994. We didn't have any. 93, 94. Didn't have them. We used word of mouth, system to system, neighbor to neighbor, cross the street, round the street, up the street, down the street, until we talked to people, calling people and talking to them, and as a result of they seen them at church, they seen them at different social events, whatever they met, grocery store, wherever they went, walked in, or whatever they did, went to the park, whatever they did, they talked to everybody about their activity. So consequently, they made a tremendous success. But for the few of you all who have asked for a flyer, we have worked out some kinks and tried to get another little block of time. So if you have an email, we will email you the flyer. If you have a cell phone, we will text you the flyer. Let's say put one in the mail to me, I do not have time. Ladies and gentlemen, I run 4 other activities. Matter of fact, I run 4 other companies besides what I do with Revive Us Again. And I am limited and very limited as to what I can do. And the best and the fastest way for me to do what I do is electronically. But if you don't have a cell phone, if you don't have a fax machine, if you don't have the email address, then I cannot help you. Let your sponsor help you to get what is necessary to get you where you need to be. We've had 2 or 3 gentlemen who tried to become Atlas with this activity a couple of months ago. They found out real quick, like, when hundreds of people start shooting you and throwing stuff at you, and you don't have the necessary manpower to keep up with all these documents, it will encompass you to the point you can't sleep at night. You can't sleep at night. I'm not going to become that victim. I'm not going to promise you anything other than what I did. And I'm going to limit to that because I want you to know your sponsor is the most important person to you to help you get your activity up and running. So whatever you need, if that person has the ability to get an email, text, or fax, then we will shoot that flyer to that person. Then he or she is a generic flyer, don't have nobody's name on it. If you don't have the ability to write your name on it, then they will write the name on it for you. They will write the name on it for you. They will put your phone number on it for you, and then they will put them and let you put them out. If you don't have the ability to make copies, based on how many copies you need, made to put out, then you need to let them know. I need 25 copies. What's on the flyer? The flyer will explain the program, but ain't nobody's name on it but yours and your phone number. So if you go out and put those 25 flyers out, and I take that back. If not your phone number, I retract that. Strike that from the records, reporter. Strike it from the records. We're saying if you have that flyer, your name gonna be on it, and the 800 number gonna be on it. And when that person pick up your flyer and he or she calls that 800 number, because the computer's going to ask them who referred you. Your name will be on that flyer, your full name. Then they would know who to give a credit to. You'll be notified. So that's what we have it going for the people who have the inability to do it on their own. So please adhere to that and take advantage of what's available to you. So much for the billing. Now let's go back and talk about some futuristic stuff. My heart, mind, and soul is set on a cruise for Revive Us Again. Sometime in July or August. Just the January, just about the end of January, but let's think about it. We got February, March, April, May, June. January, again, February, March, April, May, and June. That's 6 months, ladies and gentlemen. 5 months, I'm sorry, 5 months. 5 months. And don't tell me that you can't get down in 5 months, I don't care who you are on this call tonight, if you cannot get down to level 3 by the end of June, okay, then something is grossly wrong with your ability to communicate. So why is that important? We know if you get down to the 30 level, you can afford to be on the cruise. Why? Because the first level, or the first cycle is going to give you $140. The second cycle is going to give you $600. The third cycle is going to give you $1,700. So you can live in Seattle, Washington, or you can live in upstate New York. You can get a flight from New York down to wherever, if we're going out of Florida, Miami, Orlando, Jacksonville, where we going. You can get a round-trip flight on Southwest for about $200. About $200 round trip. From Seattle, Washington, down to the port of Jacksonville, guess what? You can get a round-trip ticket down there for about $300. But now, take about another $20 to get from the airport down to the port, to the ship. By getting a group discount of our side, the cruise, if we're on a 7-day cruise, a 10-day cruise, or a 20-day cruise, whatever it is, based on the number we agree on what it's going to be, guess what? You got enough money to do that. So everything I'm talking about, you can probably take that $2,400 and use about $1,200 for all of what we talked about, and still have another $1,200 in your pocket. And when you get back, you're going to have more donations waiting on you. So if you want it, you'll get it. When you want it, you'll get it. We want it. I'm asking all of our guys to take hold to their leaders take hold to your people, and let's make this thing happen. Let's do something that's never been done before. And these other programs, the people at the top who get all of your money, those are the ones who enjoy the luxury stuff in life. You don't get anything. You contributed to them, but you got nothing out of it. But with this right here, you can't lose. You cannot lose. Let me make another statement here that has nothing to do. I record everything now because the attorneys asked me to do so. I'm going to make a statement, and I want, regardless of what state you live in, except the state of New York. Except the state of New York. All of 49 states available. If you know anybody in your family that was an RN nurse, an LPN nurse, or a CNA, then I would like for you to let them know that we have something special available for these medical trained people, and they can make a lot of money doing what we would introduce them to. So you can take my name and my number and ask those medical people to give me a call in all states except New York. It could be a very blessing to them, and you would get a handsome bonus for referring those people to us. Again, RNs, LPN, CNA. Or, last but not least, an insurance agent that has a medical insurance license. If he or she has a health insurance license, I would like to talk to them also. That's all I can say at this time. This has nothing to do with Revive Us Again. It's totally out of the realm of Revive Us Again. That is a separate entity operating on its own merit. And my other four businesses operate on their own merit. I do not integrate them under no circumstances. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been more than a pleasure to have you on tonight. I trust what I had to say had some type of significance or meaning to you. I want to make sure we get as many downtrodden people as up to speed as we possibly can. If you want to get a person up to $600 per month, a check coming in, not a check, but a donation coming in, that means that we have helped somebody. We have helped somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all about helping somebody. So please let he do it and be a good assistant in building our organization. And remember, every 12 people is your team. I can't control your team, but it takes a multitude of 12 teams to make this activity work for everybody. And I've said this and I say it again to you. 99.99% of the people in this activity, I do not receive one red cent in donation from you. But I spend 6.5 days a week working with you to make you able to receive donations and become semi-financial secure or completely financial secure. Now, last thing that I'm closing. I want 4 or 5 people that feel very comfortable doing this presentation. You don't have to go into all the excess stuff I do, but I do want to, I need some relief. I need a person for Monday night. I need a person for Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm good. Friday. Now, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday are the 4 nights out of the 7 that I need some assistance on. So if you're willing to assist me in calling and say, look, Doc, I don't mind hosting a call, and I'll set you up and let you do what you need to do without a fail. And it shouldn't take any more than 10 to 15 minutes to get it done. And at that point, you don't have to say anything else. Any other announcement to be made, then I will follow up on those on the next call. So if all minds are clear, remember, God loves you, and so do I. I trust you had a hallelujah good time at church the way I did tonight. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. Blessings.
Okay, guys. Let's see.
This session is no longer being recorded.
Okay, guys, this is Earl Dixon, and thank everybody for coming on tonight. We're truly at the beginning of a paradigm shift. And some people will say, what is that? Well, you guys probably heard of Airbnb. It disrupted the overnight stay industry. The hotel industry is suffering now because of Airbnb. You guys probably heard of Amazon. Amazon simply came in and Sears is closing down in Durham. Sears is closing their doors. Okay. Macy's in our area has closed down. And many will follow because Amazon came into the online shopping space. Can you hear me? Amazon came into the online shopping space and simply disrupted the space. Okay. Now, this is still being recorded, so we'll keep the questions until the questions end because this is still a part of the presentation. So, Vista Print came into the printing industry and basically disrupted the space. Shut it down. How many of you guys ever heard of Kodak?
I'm that old.
Okay, awesome. Kodak. Kodak was supposed to get this, guys. There was a book called Bold. I'm a professional online marketer. There's a book called Bold, B-O-L-D. If you really want to take your business to a higher level, you need to read the book Bold, B-O-L-D. Go to Amazon and look it up. Now, the reason that Kodak got pushed off out of the space is because they wasn't able to understand exponential growth. Kodak's supposed to be on every cell phone around the world. In America alone, it's 3,850,000. No, let me get it right. 308,750 phones. Okay, I'm going to say it again. 325,000 people in America. 308,750,000 people have cell phones. And Kodak is supposed to own the picture taking rights on every phone. Because they didn't understand, if their leader didn't have vision, didn't understand exponential growth, they got displaced. We're living in an era now where everything is going global. We have an opportunity to come into the crowdfunding space and disrupt this space. Let's talk about this space for a second. You were invited here via a private invitation only. And we're going to start stressing that privacy. People can only come to our community based on a private invitation. See, when you got something that you just throw it out there, people think it's just another one of those things. But when you start saying our community is exclusive, okay, you can only get in by private invitation only. You have to be invited in here. We just don't want anybody and everybody. We want those who really want it. Because we're going to disrupt this space. The crowdfunding industry last year did $34 billion, guys. It's been projected that by 2025, the crowdfunding space, the industry, I'm going to mute people back out. Please don't unmute until we ask you to unmute your line. The crowdfunding industry is on target to do $300 billion by 2025. I'm talking to all of you guys, my brothers and sisters. There's no ethnicity here. This is white, black, indifferent, Chinese. I don't care if you're half white, half black, half Indian. It don't make no difference what your color is. We're all brothers and sisters. And let me tell you something. It's $266 billion on the table. Last year was $34 billion, and most people didn't get any of that because you didn't know about it. This money is up for grabs. Anytime a person can go online and just set up a GoFundMe account, they help Trump build a wall and raise $20 million in 30 days. 20 million in 30 days. Now I want you guys to give your homework assignment. Now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna screen share and I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you what a company called Mozilla Firefox raised $35 million in 30 seconds. Say what? Because they understand that the government simply gave the power to the crowd. Everybody on this line to say the government has given the power to the crowds. The guy who put it to GoFundMe for Trump, he understood the government gave the power to the crowd. He raised 20 million for a wall. The guy who set up a crowdfunding platform for Kavanaugh, the guy who ran for Supreme Court Justice, they raised $500,000 or $500,000 in less than 30 days. The gentleman that was under the bridge, it was all over the news. Say he helped a family get some gas. They raised $400,000 for that person, that homeless person, even though they committed fraud. The vehicle worked. Crowdfunding works. The government has given you the power. It's not food stamps. It's not Medicaid. It's not Medicare. They're slicing those programs. Guys, we're going into a phase of small government. Everybody say to yourself, small government. The government is cutting out all the handouts and forcing us to come together in a crowd and support each other. You just saw it for yourself. 800,000 workers. I want you to get this. Government gave the power to the crowds, even though they took the money. So what do you mean? 800,000 federal employees. See, they sent you a message. If you think the government cares anything about you when they cut, listen, they cut to stop the paychecks of TSA employees. They took the paychecks away from federal contractors. Huh? We talking people at high levels. They took their paychecks. And now it's trickling down. It's trickling down. So what do you mean? You hear people who was on Section 8, a lot of them like to lost their places to stay. So Earl, what are you getting to? What are you going to do? We have to come back together now and deny the government the right to ever shut down our paychecks again. Why? Because the power is in our what? The power is in our crowd. No money moves without people. The government operates off of our money. They take 40% before you even get your hands on your paycheck, and then they still shut the paychecks off. I'm going to say it again in case you missed this. They take 40% taxes before you even get the paycheck. And then it's something called fractional reserve banking. Most people don't know about this. You got to go on YouTube and look it up. Every time you deposit $100 in the bank makes $3,333 on your what? 100. It's called fractional reserve banking. And then they gave you direct deposit, and you thought they was doing you a favor. You know why they gave you direct deposit? Because you used to get your paycheck and take it home and put it up for a rainy day. And they could not leverage your money instantly. Then they convinced you that you were better off getting your money early. So you could do other, guys, it was for them. They fooled you again. And let me tell you something else they just did recently. Tell you what we did to ourselves. We talked about the power being in the crowd. I'm gonna show you what we did. A group of people, a cooperative, everybody understand this, a cooperative. We are a cooperative crowdfunding community. A group of people, a cooperative of a group of people who come together and work together for a common task to achieve a common goal. So we are a cooperative crowdfunding community that's helping each person raise the funding they need through crowdfunding. That's who we are. Now there's another crowd. You guys know who they were because I was one of them. We recently, a cooperative, went out and supported a movie called the Black Panther movie. And a group of people, a cooperative of people came together to support a cause. That was to go see a movie. And they was able to go see that movie for the cost of a ticket, 2 drinks and a popcorn. That was $30. And guess what? That group of people, I was one of them, we helped raise $1.3 billion in 60 days. I'm going to say it again in case you missed it. We raised $1.3 billion in 60 days. And guess what? The average actor in the movie got $1 million. So if you got 10 stars, each of them get $1 million. That leaves $990 million that went to Marvel Studios. That don't include, that's just to get to $1 billion. What happened to the other 333 million? It was 1.3 billion that we raised. If we was conservative and just cut it to $1 billion, that means that Marvel Studios got $990 million out of the billion. Now, so Earl, why are you telling me this? Because we have the power to unite that crowd at the price point of $30, and we can raise 1.3 billion a month in our crowd. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Technology is changing things. Technology has changed things. The question is, are you changing? You ain't seen nothing yet until you go to McDonald's, because there's some already out. Only 3 people in the whole McDonald's, and the machines are cooking your burgers. The robots are fixing your burgers. Okay? Richard Branson, multi-billionaire, says within a very short period of time, because jobs are going to be displaced, that we're going to end up going back to 4-day work days, 3-day weekends, and eventually we're going to have 3-day weekdays and 4 days off. Now, at this point, I want to show you guys a video, a short video, because there's 40 million women working from paycheck to paycheck. Don't include the men. Now, all my brothers out there, white, black, don't care what, if you're struggling with child support, I got a solution for you, brother. You ain't never got to worry about paying your child support again. All you need is $30 and 3 brothers who won't help paying their child support. Did y'all hear me? Don't y'all know? Come on, brothers. Don't y'all know at least 3 brothers that's struggling? Huh? That need some relief? Come on, sisters. Guess what, ladies? There's some women out there paying child support. What? Yeah. And them women need some relief too. If you're struggling paying your child support, guess what? Revive Us Again got something for you. Now I want to show you guys a video. We're gonna watch this little short video, and then we'll come back and take questions when we're done. We're just not another one of those things, and we're going exclusive. Private invitation on. You just don't want anybody on your team. You need 900 people. Bro, if you get 900 people on your team, on your pay line, you ain't never got to worry about money no more. So you screen your people, invite them to the call. What's the call number? 515-604-9963. 515-604-9963. PIN number 298. PIN number 298-726 pounds. Is that right? Hold on. Let me get this right. Doris, can you unmute yourself? 298-726 pounds. I'm pretty sure that's.
I got it. That's right.
Okay, good. All right. So now listen to this. This is how you do this program. By private invitation only. You invite the person first to the what? To the call. Get them on a call at 9:30. Say, look, guys, have you guys heard about this team of people coming on the internet and now making good money on the internet? They're making more money on the internet than most people do all year long on their jobs in a month. Say what? They're making more money in a month than most people make. They make an annual income monthly, and it's only costing them $30 to get there. Say, have you heard about it? Say, no. So you need to get on the call tonight. That's all you say. Don't try to explain what we got. So these people taking $30 and making annual income monthly. Have you heard about it? Nope. Dial this number. Send them to the number. Then you call them back. After the call is over, say, hey, what'd you like about the call? Say, man, you let them tell you what they like. If they don't like anything, they dead. Burn them. Put them away. They got to be dead. They got to be dead. If they like something, find out if they need more information, or if they're ready to what? Sign up. And guys, this is your qualifier. Don't just sign them up on your pay line until they qualify. Say, what you mean, Mr. Dixon? See if they're going to come to at least 4 of these calls, these Zooms. See if they're gonna be on the call at least 4 nights before you put them on your pay line. If they're not gonna come, you don't want them on your team. You looking for somebody that's gonna pay you for the rest of your life, or you break a rule. Looking for people that's gonna pay you till you die, and your children even after you die. One of my partners' daddy died last night. We had to bury him this week. That money still could be rolling in. We're looking for people who are hungry, hustlers. They're sick and tired of working for the man. Ain't you sick and tired of getting up in the morning? See, I say Monday always follows Sunday. See, here's a cooperative. 100% of the donations come back to the community. Say, Earl, you're going a little long. There's a reason why I'm going a little long. I want you to get this. Just for this, I want you to see, when you get up tomorrow morning, you walk out your front door, I want it to be a different morning. Say, why, Earl? Because money is moving outside our community at a rapid pace. You say, give me an example. I'm going to give you an example. Your cell phone bill is an income stream to your bill collector. Are you working just to pay your cell phone bill? Your light bill is an income stream for your bill collector. Are you simply working to pay your cell phone bill? I mean, your light bill. Your water bill is an income stream because you pay it every month. Your water bill is an income stream. You working to pay your water bill. Are you simply just working to pay your water bill? Your internet bill is an income stream for your internet company. They're already $1 million companies. Why are we simply working just to pay our internet bill? Your car insurance is an income stream for your insurance company. Your car payment is an income stream for your car company. Your health insurance is an income stream for your health insurance company. Are you getting up you mean to tell me, brothers and sisters, that you're simply doing 40 hours a week, 160 hours a month, simply pay your bills? At the end of the month, when you get the check, think about what you do with the money. You sit down to the kitchen table and determine who you're going to pay first. You work just to pay them. Now you're part of a community where 100% of that money comes back. Now let me show you how deep that is. Tomorrow morning when you go to work, I want you to think about, I want you to look at every car that you pass, because they're going to a job to make some money. The question is what they're going to do with it. Now, as you look at those cars, I want you to just think about the cell phone bill. 325 million people in America. Out of 325 million people in America, Google say 95% of them got a cell phone. I'm going to show y'all something. 95% of them got a cell phone. If you multiply 0.95 times 325 million, it's 308,750,000 people making a cell phone payment every day. Now you say, what day is your cell phone bill due on? Mine due on the 8th, my wife's on the 17th, my son due on the 5th. So you divide 30 days into 308,750,000. It's going to give you 10 million. Listen to this, guys. With 10,291,000, listen to this very carefully. 10,291,666 people a day is making a cell phone payment every single day. Then you ask Google, how much are they paying? Google says the average phone bill is $58. When you multiply $58 times 10 million, do the calculations. Multiply $58 times 10,291,666. Guys, we are paying. Listen, them cars passing each other on your way to work. People, employees going on the bus trip, on the transit. It's $596 million a day. We pay $596 million a day going outside our community. We working, but the money's going out like this. That's how the money going out. Cell phone bill. Hold on, 30 days in a month. Multiply 30 times 596 million, guys. 17 billion a month. And when was the last time your cell phone company, who got 17 billion a month, came back and said they're gonna do 100 affordable houses in your community because you're paying them 596 million a day, 17 billion a month, and they want to put a park together for your kids to play in? When does that happen? Ross, unmute yourself. Ross, unmute yourself. Let me see if I can unmute you. Can you click down? Try to click the unmute button. All right, can't unmute you. Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, now how you doing, sir?
I'm great. And yourself?
What you think about the idea of us paying 596 million a day in cell phone bills, money going outside of our community, brother?
I think we need a cell phone company. Definitely. We definitely need a cell phone company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you know that those cell phone companies, if they made 596 million, that they could live off the interest. If they did it just for a year, they could deposit the money and live off the interest for the rest of their lives just to sell. In 1 year, they could collect enough money, put it in the bank, and live off the interest and run that company for the rest of the company life. But it's greed that's consuming it. Now, if you multiply your average light bill in my neighborhood, it's about $200 a month. So if you multiply 4 times 17 billion, not $58, guys, that is 68 billion a month just in light bills alone. And we're gonna get Monday always follows what? Sunday. Monday is only a couple of hours from now, 3 hours from now. Somebody's gonna be getting up, going to do third shift. It's 11 o'clock. Somebody gonna leave their house now, start third shift, and they simply going out there to make the rich richer. Look, the government has given us crowdfunding. Wake your neighbor up and say, let's go get this paper. 100% of the donations come back to the what? Crowd. So watch this. I'm a screen share. I'm just about done. Okay, so here you go. Y'all can see my screen, yes or no? Okay. All right, now, at this point, can you see it, Ross?
I can see you.
All right, hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Hope you can see my screen.
Let
me put my earplugs in. I want to make sure I got you. All right. You can see my screen, right?
I can see your screen.
Okay, now watch this. You have ability with Revive Us Again to create 9 income streams for yourself. Each person that you bring to the community is going to pay you. 9 people right here.
Earl, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Ross, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Your volume did drop when you put your earbuds in, but
Wait, all right, take the earplugs back out. Okay, so now.
Okay, that's better.
You have the ability to come to this community and pay $30 and create 9 income streams for you and your family. 9. Okay, these 9 people are gonna pay you $30, and they're gonna pay you what? $100. Then they're gonna pay you $300. Then they're gonna pay you $1,000. Then they're gonna pay you $3,000. And when you get that, they're gonna start all over again at $30. You can literally, depending upon the power of your crowd, the guy who set up the campaign for Donald Trump to build a wall, you don't have to ask the question about how the size and potential of his social capital. What's the size of yours? You got a chance to make $35,000 a month by telling the people in your neighborhood that the power's in the crowd and that Monday always follows Sunday. You can continue to make your boss rich, or you're gonna do something for your family. There's a truck driver on our platform. Get this, guys. That man is 69 years old. Ben Franklin James. He drives a truck. Do you know he's on the road for 3 months at a time before you even come home and see his family? He in Chicago one day, he in Florida the next day, from Florida to Tennessee. He's doing that all month long. And then the government think they have the right to cut these checks off after they done took 40%, and the bank has leveraged 100 to 3,333 while your money is being deposited in the bank. And then when you go to get a loan, they tell you your credit score is bad. Guys, they should base your credit score on deposits. If you put $1,000 on the bank makes $33,333 off of your $1,000. You should be able to walk in the bank and get a signature law on your face. Financial slavery is killing us. And then I'm gonna tell you here tonight, the number 1 killer in the world is not cancer. It's not diabetes. The number 1 killer in the world is financial illiteracy. It's killing us because we don't know about money. It's stocks, bonds, mutual funds, RAs, options, derivatives, forex trading. They took it out of our school system. They took the financial margin out of the school system. Now it's time for us to get it back. Leverage our money just like the what? Just like the banks. Revive Us Again is a chance for you to come in and leverage your money just like the bank. Maxine Waters said, we're going to do to you the same thing you have done to us. We're going to leverage our money just like the banks have done for hundreds of years. Now, this video is what I want you to watch. And we're going to close this. YouTube, go to YouTube. I want to show y'all a video. I want to wake some folks up because some people are going to say, who do I share this with? Some people are actually going to say, who do I share this with? I don't want nobody just wondering who you're going to share this with. I'm going to show you. Bear with me. We got some mothers out there that's leaving their babies at home, making sacrifices every day. Brothers, it's just many of you guys doing it too. But Maria Shriver and Oprah Winfrey did a documentary recently. And that documentary says that it's 40 million women. Now there's two millionaires came together, two billionaires. Oprah Winfrey, Maria Shriver came together, did a documentary, and they found out. They spent their money, did a documentary. It's 40 million women that need our help, working for paycheck to paycheck. And men, there's probably more men working for paycheck to paycheck than women. But because nobody did a documentary on us, they don't know our numbers. So let's take a look at this video real quick. Let me stop screen sharing for a second. Let me cut the sound on. I'll make this a video for available so you guys can show it to your crowds. Let's take a look right here. Give it a second, give it a second.
This is an ad for a project management tool called Monday.com. This is what it looks like.
Come on. Get rid of this advertisement. Let the advertising go away. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Bear with me.
And this is what it feels like.
Let me know if you know anybody named Katrina Gilbert in your family.
Cameras followed Katrina Gilbert for an entire year as she struggled to support her 3 children. Katrina earns $9.49 an hour. Her annual salary is around $18,000. After taxes, Katrina's bi-weekly take-home pay is $730.
We get paid Saturday morning, so I got paid today. And I went and paid rent. Then I'll have to pay daycare, the storage, the car insurance, the phone, and the loan. It's gone. Except for gas. Check was $730. It's gone. That's for 2 weeks' pay.
That often means partial payments on her monthly bills.
I'm gonna pay $80 today, but I'm coming in tomorrow to pay more.
And hard decisions at the doctor's office. Katrina has Graves' disease and needs medicine to help control symptoms.
I went to get my prescriptions last night. It was over $400 for my medication. So I can't pay that. I had to pick and choose which one to get. So the only thing I got was the antibiotic and my thyroid medicine because I have to have it.
For millions of women who are living on the razor's edge, like Katrina, missing a day's wages to take a sick day is just not an option.
That's what? Here. I'm trying to get in hold of your daddy, and I'm gonna take you to him tonight.
Living paycheck to paycheck, Katrina's life is filled with sacrifices.
Okay, say goodbye. No, I want to hold the puppy. Okay, don't hold her too tight. I like this puppy nose.
And here's $40. Thank you for going out of your trouble or out of your way. Halter.
Hi, Swimming.
You all saw this documentary this morning, correct? How many of you could say you see your own life in the life of
that's
Katrina?
it right there. That's what I wanted to answer the question. How many of you guys can honestly say you see your life in the life of Katrina Gilbert? How many of you got somebody in your family that can't afford to take a day off? You know why you can't? They can't because they got nobody got their back. See, in this crowd, J. Paul Getty says 1% effort of 100 people is better than 100% effort of yours. If Katrina gets sick, her family goes down. Y'all see her sell the dog?
I didn't, but I was sober.
Did y'all see her had to sell her dog? That was a family member to them. Do you know that will stay in those babies' mind for the rest of their life? It's going to be an impact on those kids for the rest of their life. So now, she come and join our crowd. We got her back. Why? Because she's going to have 9 people on her team. If she decided to take a day off, she can go to sleep. Some people say, is that a Ponzi scheme that y'all doing? That bank is a Ponzi scheme. They leverage your money. Next time somebody asks you is a Ponzi scheme, ask them if your light bill company is a Ponzi scheme. Ask them if your internet company is a Ponzi scheme. Ask them if your cell phone company is a Ponzi scheme. Huh? Ask them if your car payment is a Ponzi scheme. Huh? Guys, we got your back in this community. We get paid to send donations. Woo! We get paid to send donations. Andrea, unmute yourself, baby. Did you get a donation from my 15-year-old son?
Yes, I did, $100 donation, but Uncle Earl, I didn't tell you now. You know, today I got $100 donation as well.
What?
Yes.
Who you get the donation from, baby?
From Laura.
Have you ever met Laura a day in your life?
No, I haven't, but I've talked to her over the phone. She seems like a very beautiful person.
And she sent you $100 and you never seen a day in your life.
She cashed at me $100. You know, I got on the Cash App now. Now she cashed at me $100.
Hey, look, did I send you $30 yesterday?
And you sent me $30, and then I was actually able to send $30 up for my daughter, in which she put that video that I put on the website about the young girl. She told me about a young girl whose parents put her in to a crowdfunding
campaign.
Group, just like what we're doing. And the little girl sponsored her entire singing and dancing career.
Wow.
Yes, through crowdfunding, and now she has her own production company.
How now? Who showed you? Wait a minute. Don't steal it. Who showed that to you? Who showed that to you?
My daughter.
What daughter? How old is your daughter?
My daughter Faith, and she is 11. She'll be 12 February 17th.
Now, why did she show you that video?
Because I have been talking to her about the crowdfunding and explaining to her what I'm doing, because I want her to, by the time she grows up, to already know about this business and already know how to do it and already be receiving donations for the rest of her life. I don't want to leave my kids, you know, having to pay for my funeral and having to worry about how they're going to take care of themselves.
Well, let me ask you a question. I'm on your pay line.
Yes, you are.
Do I got your back, baby?
All right.
Hold on.
I'm not worried about it long as I got you.
I got your back. Listen, I don't see you 30. Okay, I'm gonna send you 100, right?
Right.
Look, Earl, sent you 30, sent you 100. He gonna send you 1,000, and he gonna send you 3,000, and then he gonna
Right.
go back again, and then he gonna send you 30 more. Then he gonna send you 100. Then he gonna send you 300. Then he gonna send you 1,000, and then he gonna send you 3,000 again, over and over again. It's gonna happen.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, Lula. Go ahead, say
Won't
something.
he do it? He said he would.
He'll do it. He'll do it. Look, the system worked. The question is, will you work the system? Okay. Now, Earl Cox, I want you to unmute for a second. You got to give a testimony. Now, let me give you mine first. So Friday, I was on the school bus. I'm a school bus driver. I'm the one who take your kids to the institutions of lower financial learning. I'm the one who pick them up in the morning, and I'm the one who pick them up in the afternoon. And I can see that they're not learning what to do with a dollar. We got to change what we're doing. Got to take back financial control of our financial debt. You know the people, Earl, I'm gonna need you to unmute for a second. You know why the people in federal government was affected? Because they gave control of their financial destiny to the government. And guess what? They cut the lights off of them jokers. Huh? They pulled the rug right from under their feet. Are you gonna let the government come in and pull the rug from under your feet when they have simply given the power to the crowd? How much of this 266 billion do you want? Huh? Anybody else? John, unmute yourself, John Box. This is my brother from another mother right here.
How you doing?
Hey, John, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Have you received any donations from Revive Us Again?
Yeah.
Have you sent donations as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know those people personally that you sent the donations to?
No.
Never seen them a day in your life?
No.
People sending you money that never met you physically a day in your life?
Yeah, I got about 3 on my pay line that's never met me. and one of them from India.
Say it again. Say it again.
And one of them's in India.
Y'all, did y'all understand that this platform will allow you to have money coming from all around the world? Tell us what this program can do for you and your family, John.
Well, I help people to achieve.
Go ahead. Keep going.
I help people. I'm not going to plug my company, but I'm just saying I help people to achieve their credit goals. And I offer affordable credit repair, but I offer payment arrangements. And people pay me sometimes nothing. So I have days that I make a lot of money, and I have days that I make no money. And this is going to help me fill in the gaps. I don't know if you heard me, Earl.
Say that last part again.
I said, I was explaining that I do payment arrangements for all my customers, and sometimes they don't pay me.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like Thanksgiving, when I got to borrow money from my 16-year-old just to go to Thanksgiving, I got to borrow $10 gas just to get there. Or there's been days I've been on this call that I have more cash in my pocket than most people do in a whole month.
Wow.
So, but this is going to fill in my gaps because I help people. It hurts me personally.
Wow.
So this is going to fill in the gaps. This is going to help me. I now have hopes of retiring one day. I can now help my children to pay off their student loans and go to college. I can do some things that I haven't been able to do.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you for your testimony. I'm gonna let Mr. Robert Hargrove unmute himself. Mr. Hargrove, how you doing?
I'm doing well, sir.
Mr. Hargrove, what he got his crowd. He'll cue. So we're gonna get all of them. We're gonna play with it. Hey Robert, have you sent any donations out?
Yes, I've sent some donations out.
Okay, so you got the attention of all the people on this platform. In 1 minute or less, tell them what we have the ability to do with this platform based on what you've seen your people go to work. Give them 1 minute or less.
Well, I think it's the best way I can tell you is that I'm 72 years old. Okay? And I've had a fantastic life, and I spent every penny that I ever made. And now at a point where life is just now beginning to look good to me, and I ain't got no money.
Come on.
So what this is going to allow me to do is, first of all, it's going to allow me to help a whole lot of people that I want to help. See, I've done all the stuff right. I've got insurance to take care of me when I die, and it's going to leave a little bit for my kids, this, that, and the other. But I want to have some money in my hand.
Sure.
And this is going to enable me to have some money in my hand so I can help some folks. That's what I've wanted to do all of my life. I wanted to financially help some people. I don't want to give, I've got enough lip service is enough. I've seen it all my life. I want to financially bless some folks. And you have to, that's a hard road to hoe. Because folks run from you sometimes, even when you're trying to bless it. You see my hands?
Yeah.
When folks get a little bit of something in the hand, what they do? They hold on to it, don't they?
Hold on to it, that's right.
And what happens when you hold on to it? You can't get nothing out of them.
That's right.
So you got to get them to turn it loose. Got to get them to turn it loose so you can get something in it.
So guys, so you heard it from a gentleman. He said he's 72 years old. So what does that mean? Don't take this the wrong way. One of my partner's dad has died today. Okay, if you live to be 75 years or older, I hope he lived to 100. I saw a man on the internet, 140, 146 years old. Saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
But if the average person, male, if he lived to be 75 years old, he would be in his last trimester of his life.
Yeah.
He would be in the last trimester, the last 25 years of his life. We have a chance to change the dynamics of your financial position. I'm begging all you guys, stop sending your kids to those institutions of lower financial learning, where they're not teaching your kids about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, RAs, how to grow money. The banks leverage them, they're not teaching them that. Stop sending your kids out there doing that. Look, send them to school, but come home and take responsibility of educating your kids financially. Now, Marcus, I want to unmute you for a second. Tell me what you think about this program, Marcus. What do you think about what you see, Marcus?
I think it's very good for people like me, who I'm a convicted felon. It's hard for me to go out and get a job and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, they tell you that you can get a job when you get out there, but when you go out there, you know, I done paid my dues for society, but I'm still being punished in the aftermath.
Wow.
So I think it's for people like me, you know, it's something good.
Awesome, brother. What he said, in case you didn't hear him, he said a convicted felon. He done paid his time. He done paid his. I saw a man that was locked up for 46 years on Facebook yesterday. Okay, and because of a technicality that was on his record, they didn't want to pay him no money after exonerating him and saying that he did not commit the crime. Guys, we got to stop putting our control of our financial destiny into the hands of the system.
Yeah.
We got to stop doing it. They showed you who they are for the last 3 weeks. Now you know your government, but they have given the power to the what? Crowd. Money don't move without people. You got to pay yourself first. If you get off this telecast at night and you don't take $30 and get with the person who invited you on this and invest in yourself, you are cheating yourself and your family for generations to come. The number one rule of being in business is to pay yourself what? First. I invite you to come, be a part of this crowd. Pay yourself first. Get 9 people. Get 9 income streams. In the sky's the limit. Guys, we've been here for a long time. I want to go the extra hour. I want to do that. We done. Okay? I want you to think about building your crowd. Just don't put any amount on your pay line. Find yourself 900 folks. Get your 3, if you can afford to get your 3 kids under you. Pay that $30 for each one and go ahead and pay. And remember, you never pay to your sponsor. You always pay to your sponsor. That's the key to this program. Everybody come in, need to be able to look at that sheet, find out who your sponsor is, and you pay to your sponsor. That's who you pay. You need that sheet. If you don't have a sheet, get back to your sponsor. Tell them get you that sheet, that diagram. Get started. Put your 3 kids in if you can afford to build on your 3 kids. Invite people to the call. Okay. If they won't come to the call, they ain't gonna send that money. Okay. If they won't come to the call, they don't need to be in your team. Imagine yourself running a Dunkin' Donuts store, and you're going on out of town for vacation. Got to leave the key to the register with one of your employees. The question is, who would you leave that key with? You count that money at night while you're going on vacation. That's the quality of person that you want to put on your pay line, because they're controlling your money. If you haphazardly put people on your pay line, that's what that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get what you build. Screen your people like you were running a multi-billion-dollar company, and you want to select the people that's gonna handle your money. Earl Cox, I need you. This is one of our fierce leaders, Mr. Earl Cox. He now lives in New York. He was originally living in Baltimore, Maryland, but now he's in New York. He's helping to build a big crowd here. Earl, can you unmute yourself? Or you tied up? If you help me close it out.
No, my connection going in and out.
Okay. You want to just say something to the people real quick? Yeah, his connection is going up. So, guys, we're gonna be back here tomorrow night at we're gonna be here on Zoom. Get this. Our schedule for tomorrow night is 8:45. At 8:45, we're gonna open up the Zoom room at 8:45. 8:50, we're going to work. Guys, we're creating this space for you. You can tell your family and friends you can make good money on the internet. We opening up our doors at 8:45. At 8:50, we're going to work. From 8:50 until we're gonna give a presentation, talk about the crowdfunding industry, show the power of the crowd. Okay. It'll show the power of the crowd, and then 9:30 we're gonna be on the call with Mr. Otis. Okay. And then we're gonna be here this long tomorrow night. Okay. So get your crowd together, invite them to the call, screen them, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. God bless you guys. Now, if you're out there in the internet marketing space, cyberspace, create, let me tell you, Instagram. If you're out there on Snapchat, if you're out there on YouTube, okay, if you're out there on Facebook and you're looking for a group of people that'll get your back, we got your back. Okay. Remember this: 1% effort of 100 people is better than 100% of your own effort. Because when you get sick, you deserve to get some rest. If you get up tomorrow morning, listen, guys. If you just decided on Wednesday you just don't want to go because you just don't want to go, you need to be able to say you're in control of your own life and your death. You need to say, hey, I don't want to go.
That's right.
Yeah, because I'm self-employed. And normally I take Mondays off. Matter of fact, just for the hell of it, I'm just going to take Monday off. I won't come back here. I'm just going to come home. I'm not going to my business tomorrow. I'm not even going because that's what you need to be able to do. Okay? I'm in control of my own time, my own destiny. I'm trying to get you guys to take your time back. And your babies need you. Your babies need you. They're not giving your kids financial education in school to survive. We got to put that module back now. Stick with me and Earl. And the team, I name our team is Team Elite. We're going to teach you how to make the money and we're going to help you put it in the right places. There's going to be millionaires on our panel within the next 12 months. I promise you. Because I'm going to be one of them. Question is, do you want to go along for the ride? Because God already sent. You prayed for it. God sent it. The question is, will you receive it? And my man Marcus, don't worry about nothing, brother. We got you. Child support, being on child support, we can extend an invitation. If you had to pay child support next month out your pocket, it's because you decided to do it. Women who paying child support, we're going to leave you out. Some mothers out there paying child support too. If you pay child support next month out your pocket, it's because you chose to. We got the platform that'll do it for you. Good night. We'll see you guys later. Guys, get back with the person who showed you this video. Okay. Or you can call me 919-530-8022. Okay, directly, or just simply get back with the person who shared you this video, and I'll help you out. Thank you, guys. See you guys tomorrow night if God is willing.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Night.